Well, depending on whose math you believe, Indiana's primary on Tuesday could be the key to Donald Trump clinching the nomination. 2 days before the primary, a new poll shows Trump with a commanding 15-point lead over Ted Cruz. John Kasich far below at 13%. To discuss, Ian Pryor, Communications Director, American Crossroads, Chuck Rocha, Democratic Strategist, President of Solidarity Strategies. Ian, to you, is this thing over?
Well, it's getting close. You know, I think you look past Indiana, you see a few states where Donald Trump is going to win. He's going to win New Jersey, 51 delegates there. He's probably going to win West Virginia and all 34 delegates there. You add in Indiana's 57 delegates, the fat lady won't be singing, but she'll be getting ready to take the stage.
I think he's right. I think that at this point, everybody's just kind of going along trying to stop the Trump train. I've said it before, they're like two small children throwing rocks at a train as it goes by. There ain't much they're doing except just wasting their time.
It's hard to beat somebody, and Trump is definitely somebody with nobody. What's interesting, though, is how you're seeing the shift of the establishment GOP from never Trump to, well, Trump may not be so bad. Even Marco Rubio, Trump's performance has improved significantly, not time to divide the party. Ian, is it time for the Republicans to get behind Donald Trump?
Well, I think what you see is there's a couple of branches of the so-called establishment, right? You have the pro-Trump forces out there. You saw Jeff Miller, chair of the Veterans Committee, Bill Schuster, chair of Transportation. They're now pro-Trump. Then you have they're out there, they're sitting on the sidelines, they're waiting to see what happens. And then you have the Never Trump movement. I think if he wins Indiana, you're going to see a lot of people sitting on the sidelines that are going to get out there and are going to start to rally around Trump because, look, not just the presidency is at stake here, but the Senate is at stake, and then we have a historic House majority that we're going to look to protect. So I think after Indiana, you're going to see a lot more people come off the sidelines, and if maybe not pro-Trump, they're at least going to be accepting of the fact that Trump is probably going to be the nominee.
Chuck, are Democrats now smelling blood in the water for down-ticket races that Ian were talking about if Trump is the nominee?
We are. So they think that, we think, a lot of the people on the left think that the Trump candidacy will help offset a lot of minority voters who may not think that he's their best representation. So down ballot it could help. But also what we don't know as a political consultant is how many new people does he bring to the party?
Well, new people he brings to the party, but also the issue of blue-collar Democrats that suddenly come out, people who are worried about manufacturing.
You've seen
jobs,
that in poll after poll, and you'll see the union starting to address that now. Of like, when he talks about trade, he sounds like Bernie Sanders. So there's going to be a lot of parables that we've never seen before that are where you have an unlimited amount of money and people who sound a lot whether Democrat or Republican.
All right, so let's view the Republican Party, perhaps one could say in crisis, if you will. Danger, opportunity, Ian. Which wins out with a Trump candidacy, danger or opportunity?
I think it's too soon to tell. I think one thing we know with this election is you throw conventional wisdom out the window. You look at a place like Pennsylvania. You see Donald Trump out there. He's now talking to Bernie Sanders supporters. I've never seen this before, where Donald Trump gets out there on the stump speech and Bernie Sanders is right here, and Bernie Sanders is being wronged by the Democratic primary. Is he going out there trying to flank Hillary Clinton from the left? What does that do? This is an election unlike any
every day we do this, you can measure your results. That's how we do it as political consultants. When I can't see what I want to measure is a problem. It's danger.
Well, danger for you guys, perhaps danger ahead for sure on both sides. We'll see how this works out. Ian, Chuck, appreciate your guys' insights. Thanks guys. All right, coming up, just a